NBC News wasn't able to verify the circumstances surrounding these videos, and it is unclear what happened beforehand, but these incidents have gained widespread attention all over social media. The hashtags Africans in China and China Must Explain had nearly 90,000 interactions on Facebook and Instagram since April 2020.
So what I need y'all to do right now at 16 is come up with a better way. Because how we doing it, it ain't working.
Oh my God.
So you've probably seen this video that went viral showing this passionate interaction between 3 different generations of African American men. Well, at the heart of that conversation were Mr. Curtis Hayes and 16-year-old Raymond Curry. Our team managed to track down this young man, and we asked him what exactly happened that day.
Like, the whole point of the video was find a better way. Basically, find a better way to get them to understand, find a better way to take your anger and channel it to positivity.
Sam Quashie-Idun now reports.
Yeah, well, Mackie, I spoke to 3 local environmental activists in Kenya who say that, Kenyans are worried about the environmental implications of importing more plastic waste into the country. I think it's important to note that Kenya actually banned the use of single-use plastic bags in 2017 and also currently has a ban on the importation of plastics into the country. So, that being said, a lot of them feel like these recommendations undermine the progress Kenya has made in the last couple of years. And it's also important to note that Kenya still has a lot of waste that they're still trying to deal with. So that's also another big problem.
There is so much electronic waste coming in from the developed countries.
And what is your biggest concern for the future of Agbogbloshie?
My biggest concern for the future of Agbogbloshie is the kids, very young kids with no protective gear.
So we now change our electronics like we change our clothes, and according to a lot of statistics worldwide, we generate around 400,000 tons of e-waste every year, which is equivalent to throwing away 800 laptops every second. This morning, I spoke to a rapper from Thornton Heath named Prof, who is using his rap platform to deter the youth from joining gangs and committing knife crimes. So what is your song What Is This Life about?
Yeah, it's just about telling people that there's more to this life and that there is an alternative.
Sam, I know this is where you come in, so you actually contacted some of those people on the ground, right?
Yes, exactly. So my colleague Sarah and I called over 30 different numbers in Addis Ababa, and most of the calls didn't actually go through, but about 17 people picked up the phone, and most of them just hung up because they did not want to speak to journalists out of fear of reprisal. But the 2 people who did decide to speak to us confirmed that the protests were quite violent. A lot of buildings, such as homes, offices, restaurants and cafes were vandalized and damaged.
And we tried to see whether we could actually get through to them.
Yeah, so basically based on those numbers, we contacted about 26 people in Addis Ababa. And out of the 26, only 7 calls managed to go through. The people that we spoke to were quite scared to speak to journalists. The ones that we did speak to were honest with us and told us that the violence was actually quite big. A lot of cafes, restaurants, and schools were damaged. And over 200 people are thought to have been dead as a result of the violence that occurred in the country. And they said that the numbers were probably a bit higher than that as well. So ASB has been a common problem here in Tower Hamlets. And with this number on the rise, the Met Police are using home visits to try and slash antisocial behavior. I'm currently here at Bethnal Green Police Station to talk